Good morning. Please find your seats, and we will get started. Welcome back to the third annual Northeast Indiana National Defense Summit. I am Congressman Jim Banks, and I'm very proud to host this event now for the third time right here at Purdue Fort Wayne. We are so proud of what Purdue University has to offer in our region. Please join me in thanking Purdue University and Purdue Fort Wayne for hosting us once again. I will speak a little more at length in a little bit, so I'll be brief for the moment, but I'm very proud to be the first member of Congress ever from Northeast Indiana to serve on the House Armed Services Committee. And thank you for the one person who clapped for that. But I am in my 8th and final year serving in that role. One thing I've come to recognize is that our defense industry in Northeast Indiana is so significant, not just in employing thousands of Hoosiers and creating good paying jobs, but because of what you do. What you do for our national security, to keep America safe and secure, to keep our troops safe abroad and give them the tools, the weapons, the resources that they need so that America never finds itself in a fair fight, so that we always have the advantage over our adversaries. And much of that work happens right here in Northeast Indiana. I'm very proud to represent you. This summit, though, is cast as a vision to bring together the defense industry right here at home, along with policymakers, state legislators, county elected officials, economic development officials, leadership from Washington, D.C., and leaders in venture capital, Silicon Valley, innovators around the country, in my view, to bring them all to Fort Wayne to show off the very best of what we have to offer. A beautiful city. It was great to host many of you in downtown Fort Wayne last night, to show off our city, to show off our academic institutions like Purdue Fort Wayne, and to talk about how we can grow upon the foundation that we already have here in Northeast Indiana and do even more. And that has been my mission serving as your congressman, serving on the Armed Services Committee. I've been very proud to do it. I want to welcome a friend of mine, Dr. Mung Chiang, to the stage. I sincerely believe this when I say it. He is the most impressive academic leader in the United States of America. And what's going on at Purdue University is outstanding in every way. What they're doing to contribute to our national security and educate the next generation of our workforce that will be working for many of you for a long time to come, and doing the important work that we need to do to keep this country safe and secure, is happening at Purdue University. And Dr. Mung Chiang is taking Purdue even to the next level. We are so proud to have him back here again. Please welcome my friend, Mung Chiang.
Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Purdue and Purdue Fort Wayne. Congressman Banks, thank you so much for your outstanding leadership of our beautiful state and country. I count myself very blessed and honored to have you as a dear friend as well, and thank you for having yet another Northeast Indiana Defense Summit with all of our friends here. And I can see this is a sold-out crowd, just like in Mackey Arena. And all of you are the Zach Eddies and the Lance Joneses and the Matt Painters in the important world of securing America's future. And as somebody who's living the American dream, I should always start by saying thank you to those, including Congressman Banks, who are current active duty or veterans of the United States Armed Forces. If you could stand up so that we can recognize you, and thank you. When I had the honor to serve my country 2019 to 2020 as the Science and Technology Advisor to Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, anytime I had the chance to meet my counterparts in DoD and service branches, I always start by saying thank you for your service. Because without your sacrifices and services, we wouldn't be able to enjoy the peace and prosperity and freedom here at home. And that's why it's so important for us to be here together, and Congressman Banks' teams continue to do an amazing job to organize this important event. Since last year, when we were here together, the world has become even more a dangerous place. So what time do we live in, you ask? I said, we live in this critical juncture in the human civilizational struggle between tyranny and liberty. And we live in a moment that we need to rise up to our challenges of this generation. And what is the goal, you ask? The goal is victory for American values and ideals and interests. And what is the role of a university like Purdue, you ask? We say we've got 3 jobs to do. First is talent development. Declarable talent is a pipeline, the most vulnerable and important supply chain of all. In that regard, Purdue is proud to continue to grow our ROTC program, our DCTC program as one of the pilot universities in the country, our PMRI program, that's the Purdue Military Research Institute, which is a master and PhD program for active duty members before they return to their service, and to grow with the support from Navy Chiang, the SCALE Secure Microelectronic Workforce Program. And Purdue is proud to be perhaps the best civilian institution when it comes to national security and defense talent pipeline generation. We've got a second job, and that is to continue our fundamental research breakthrough in areas where we can claim some special expertise among many universities in the country that are critical to the future of this dominating advantage our warfighters must enjoy. For example, hypersonics, energetic material, cybersecurity, and secure microelectronics. I want to highlight in particular, since we were together a year ago, thanks to Congressman Banks' outstanding support, we now have additional funding and language to support the hypersonic tunnels that we are building. And in fact, as the leader of PARI, Purdue Applied Research Institute, Dr. Mark Lewis, my dear colleague, formerly back in 2020, he was in DoD, I was at State, and now Mark Lewis is now the CEO of PARI, can tell you later today that we've got the high-pass tunnel working. In the secure facility, we've got the Mach 8 quiet wind tunnel, and these are all public domain information that we are constructing, thanks a lot to some of the support and languages by Congressman Banks. We are unveiling our new high-temperature material research lab as well. The whole hypersonic cluster, always say Purdue is America's best hypersonic research and testing university. And also, thanks to, again, Navy Chiang, we have the DoD ME Commons win, led by ARI, Indiana's Applied Research Institute. And as one of the universities in that consortium, we're advancing the latest in microelectronics as the foundation for national security and economic and job security in the country. We've got a third job here, and that is the job of innovation. If you're thinking about large companies innovating, Purdue is proud to be the home for the expansion of Rolls-Royce, for Saab's manufacturing site for the T-7A trainer jet as part of the Boeing contract. And we will welcome all of your companies to come to any of the locations, including here, Fort Wayne, or West Lafayette, of a Purdue system. If you're thinking about a startup company, we're happy to say that last year, one of our many national defense startups called Adrenos was acquired by Enduro. This is a solid rocket fuel startup company out of our storied Zucrow lab by our PhD students and faculty. If you're thinking about like-minded countries and their industrial base, well, I already mentioned Rolls-Royce and Saab, along with many other American-headquartered defense companies, but also we have this amazing Kroc Institute for Tech Diplomacy at Purdue, which has the simple mission that technology must advance freedom. Now, our jobs cannot complete without your support and partnership. If you are from the government agencies or another university, please talk to us. If you are leading a company, large or small, please talk to us. And if you are part of the DoD or service branches, please talk to us. For example, we are proud to be the host of the Air Force Research Lab's Midwest Innovation Hub, and our job is to help accelerate and amplify what you are working on. Now, right now, I'm co-chairing in a bipartisan commission along with two former SecDefs. One of the challenges we're facing is in this digitized world, how can we accelerate and amplify technology in the DoD procurement system and process? It's a huge topic, and we need to work on this and many other topics of importance to the future of this country's security, along with all of you. Before I hand it over to the actual host today, the Chancellor for Purdue Fort Wayne, I want to tell you that it is a core belief of this public land-grant institution, your university called Purdue, today and tomorrow, that a stronger America means more peace and freedom around the world, and there's no stronger university dedicated to the mission of national security and defense than your university, Purdue. Thank you very much. Now, please welcome on stage the actual host, Chancellor Ron Elsenbaumer, who's the inaugural 6 years ago Chancellor of Purdue Fort Wayne. I've been here many times to visit this great city and the people and the community here, and it's amazing how this University Purdue Fort Wayne continues to contribute to the economic vibrancy of Northeast Indiana here, thanks to the amazing leadership of Chancellor Elsenbaumer.
Well, thank you, President Chiang. Thank you so much for being on our campus today as well. And good morning to our distinguished guests, elected officials, industry executives, and members of our extended university community. It's my great pleasure to welcome you to Purdue University Fort Wayne for the 3rd Annual Northeast Indiana Defense Summit. It's wonderful to have you all here on our campus today. In particular, I'd like to thank Representative Jim Banks for hosting this summit. He does many things on our campus, and we very much appreciate that. And we always welcome you here on our Purdue Fort Wayne campus. And I'd also like, again, to recognize and thank Purdue University President Mung for also being on our campus many times, visiting here. It's wonderful to have you, and providing his welcome and his welcome to this very, very important summit. But today, we gather at a critical moment in our nation's history, when collaboration between higher education, government, and industry is more important than ever, as President Chiang just outlined a few minutes ago. This summit represents a unique opportunity for all of us to come together to discuss the challenges and opportunities facing the defense sector and to forge the partnerships that will drive innovation, enhance national security, and create economic growth right here in Northeast Indiana. Purdue Fort Wayne is honored to be part of this initiative, and we take very seriously our role and our obligation to help advance and support the defense industry in this region. Through our academic programs, research partnerships, we are committed to developing the next generation of leaders and innovators who will drive the future of defense and security for our nation. Here at Purdue Fort Wayne, we proudly produce highly educated, highly motivated students who graduate with Purdue degrees, enter the workforce with confidence and know-how, and help drive the innovation and economic development that keep our region strong. Thank you all again for being here today and for your dedication to this very important work. I am confident that the discussions and insights shared at this summit will lead to impactful outcomes for our region and our nation. And we look forward to a productive and inspiring summit. Thank you again for coming to our campus and for participating in this summit this year. Thank you so much. Representative Banks. Thank you.
Thank you again to Purdue University, Purdue Fort Wayne for having us back, and thank you to all of you for being here, a part of this forum again.